So we have 4 terms, so our best bet is factoring by grouping. So we're going to group the first 2, group the last 2, see if we can take out a greatest common factor from those. So I can take a greatest common factor of x squared from there, and a 2 from here. And notice I'm not doing anything except for rearranging it. If you were to FOIL this back out, I would get exactly that. I'm just kind of manipulating it. Make sure you keep that plus sign in the middle so it makes sense. I see people drop it and then it looks like you're multiplying everything together, but that's not what's going on. So hey, look, they match. Wow, the problem was rigged. If this didn't match, we would have some issues and it wouldn't work. But they do match, and it's a greatest common factor for both of these terms. So you're going to take that greatest common factor, factor it out of both of those, and that'll leave you with x squared plus 2. It's no different than if you had like x squared times a plus 2 times a, and you say, hey, I'm going to take an a out of there, and I'll be left with x squared plus 2. This is just a bigger a. It's just fancy factoring. So that's that. We do it again. So now, I group the first 2, group the last 2. I can take a greatest common factor of 2y squared out of those first 2. I'll be left with y plus 3. Can't take anything out of that, but I'm going to write a 1 there just so I can see stuff. And then, hey, they match. Y plus 3, y plus 3. I'm going to factor it out of both. So I'll have y plus 3 times 2y squared plus 1. A lot of times they'll change the order of these factors. They'll put the 2y squared plus 1 first. I do that too a lot, but I find when people do that, they forget what they're doing. They forget that this is a greatest common factor that's just being factored out, and they like to do weird things like square the y plus 3 and stuff, so don't do that. All right, we do it again. Let's see, we're going to take out a greatest common factor, so we'll have 4a squared. From those 2, I'll be left with 2a minus 3. From these guys, I could take out a 3. I'll be left with 2a minus 3. And hey, it was rigged again. They match. So I'll take out the 2a minus 3 from both of those, and I'll be left with 4a squared plus 3. There we go. I do it again. Group the first 2, b squared times b plus 8. Group the second 2. If there's a minus sign there, factor it out. So factor out a minus 3, you'll be left with b plus 8, right? If you took out a minus 3, you'll be left with a plus 8 there. Again, if you're ever uncertain, just distribute it back. Minus 3b minus 24, b cubed plus 8b squared. We're not changing anything, we're just manipulating it. And hey, look, they match again. So it's going to be b plus 8 times b squared minus 3. And there you go.